Hi, this is Robin here from Live Free Dance Again. We're here on the holy mountain of Olives, and behind me, as you can see, is all the escapades of Ibrahim al-HAWA, Al-Haji Ibrahim. He's a Bedouin guy. He's 81 years old, but currently he's in hospital. And this house, which he's been having for some years now, has been a place where people come from all over the world who have this desire for peace and to pray for peace of Jerusalem and also peace in the world. So, we've had different faiths coming here. We've had Jewish people, we've had Muslim people, we've had Christians, we've had all kinds of people, atheists even rainbow people. I remember one story when I was here maybe 15 years ago, and I liked one of his colored blankets, and he said, "Oh, my mother made that and when she was 101. And I said, "Well, it's a beautiful blanket, and he gave it to me, and I carried it with me for quite a long time. I don't know what happened to it in the end, but I had it for quite some time. And so we just have to pray that Ibrahim, his legacy will carry on, because the body, eventually have to cave in, I guess. But we like to live long, and like to live healthy. And he's blessed a lot of people. Tom Hess is one of them, who came through those doors, and he came and stayed here at the Peace House, and then eventually he started his own ministry called Watchman on the Walls of Jerusalem, which maybe some people know. So many people have come through those doors. Bill Twyman, a peacemaker, he's come here. Many Jewish people have come here, children and teenagers, to interact with other faiths and that kind of stuff. So, as I said, we need to invest more money into peace-mongering, not warmongering. And that's the problem. The October 7th could have been prevented, actually, had we put more money into education, peace education. And of course, what did they listen to? What did they hear? What did they see on TV? It was all kill the Jews, and they were, when they were killing Jews, they were phoning their mothers in glee, saying, "Oh, we've killed 10 Jews," that kind of stuff. And then what happened after that, it was also, terrible as well. But and one is not good and one is not bad. It's all bad, actually. And had people spent more money on peace education, maybe they wouldn't have been building those tunnels. Maybe they wouldn't have, join Hamas. We don't know. But the thing is, it doesn't matter how educated you are. If you believe that, this land is meant to be only for Jewish people or only for Muslims, it's God's holy land, actually. And to be a Jew is to be circumcised in the heart, not in the body. And that's what God says in his word, basically, Jeremiah 31:34. And actually Paul writes about it as well. So the circumcision is a spiritual circumcision of the heart, to see and know God. And all will know God. That's what Jeremiah the prophet said. I think he was known as the weeping prophet. But the point is, everybody wants to take possession of land, or possession of things, material things. But in the end, God is actually not in a material thing. He owns everything anyway. So what we need to be doing, we need to actually practice peace in our lives and in our communities, in our nations, and in the world. And that's not by having to kill each other. Now, of course, you could say what happened in Gaza was self-defense. Of course, you can say that Hamas will say, well, raping girls and women at the festival was also in self-defense. This is all just stupid justifications. And we know that, all these things that happen, these things of violence, is not the way, the path to God or to paradise. You don't get 72 Vestal virgins by killing each other. Definitely not. And the true jihad, actually, the true holy war, is within yourself, actually. That is the true jihad. So, and that jihad is to basically know the Lord your God with all your heart and to love him. So, and to be a true Jew, a true Muslim, and a true Christian is actually to circumcise your heart. And that is really what all the scriptures say, what all the holy books say, and what they really mean. Now, if, for example, people are deceived by Islam or Judaism or Christianity, it's only because they're not reading the scriptures correctly, and they're not practicing them either. And in no way does it justify killing each other. You know, it's of course, we can defend ourselves. We can, if somebody attacks us, we have a right to defend ourselves. But there's active defense by actively defending ourselves, and there's passive defense. In other words, you only attack that person when that person attacks you. You defend yourself. Active defense is where you preemptively attack so that they won't attack you. That's what I call paranoia. But anyway, I mean, if you've got a country like Iran and they want to bomb the hell out of you with an atomic bomb, you might say that's active defense. But the point is, once again, all of it comes down to ideology and actually practicing your faith. So what we need to be doing more and more to learn what peace is. By the way, to be a Muslim is a believer, but to be Islam is to submit to God, to the peace of God, actually. So the true Islamic people, the true Muslims, the believers, are the ones who are truly submitted to God in a real way, not in a religious way. So I've met Muslims who can put Christians to shame, and I've met Jews who can put Muslims to shame, and vice versa. So I've traveled the world for 42 years, and I've seen a lot in my life. And I would say that we have to put all the ideas that we see into practice. And that's what I've been trying to do with the rainbow gatherings that I've organized in the Middle East, in Morocco, in Egypt, and elsewhere, and in South Africa, in Zimbabwe. So we all been trying to do a little bit, you know, to make the world a better place. And we ask you, as a Jerusalem peacemaker, because this is what this is all about. We are going to be creating an association called Jerusalem Peacemakers, and that is essentially about praying for the peace of Jerusalem, Psalm 122 verse 6, and actually praying for peace in the world. So as a Jerusalem peacemaker myself for many, many years, I see this as the core tenet in order to actually get more aligned to what we need to be doing in the world today. Today is 2025. Tomorrow is going to be 2026. Jerusalem is like the eye of the flower. In 2026, we are calling upon humanity to become realigned. So we are here and God is here. So we have to realign ourselves with God's will and come together. So this is basically what I call the year of realignment. So this is 2026, and I wish you all the best. God bless you, and we praise His mighty name from the hilltops of Mount of Olives and Jerusalem, and we pray also for the people of the world. Whoever's listening to this, you're free to contact me and contact any one of the Jerusalem Peacemakers, and we'll pray for you. Thank you. Keep the faith. You switch the thing off.